What, why, when, how. The 4 questions you want to ask in that specific order to figure out exactly what you want, how to get there, and how to make it effective and efficient. Oftentimes, when people ask me for assistance, they know exactly what to do. They know the process. They know what their goals are, but they just don't know how to do it. And the reason they don't know how to do it is because unlike the sequence of what, why, when, how, they decide to ask the what and the how and leave out the why and the when. Here's the key, guys. When you're setting a goal, no matter what it is, whether it's to do something inside of creating a business or doing something with your fitness or doing something inside of anything that's goal related, maybe it's to buy a house or maybe it's to lose 20 pounds. You need to ask yourself these 4 questions. What do I want? So what is the goal? What is the thing that I'm trying to accomplish? So what? Why? Why is this important? Why do I want to accomplish this? Why is this significant to me? When do I want to achieve this? When do I want to have this done by? When do I want to have X, Y, Z? And how? How am I going to accomplish this? The problem for most people is they ask the what and the how. And this leaves a whole lot of confusion, frustration, overwhelm, and just too many things going on. This is why a good amount of people have great ideas and great goals, but never can implement on the process of actually achieving them. And they have a very hard time even taking the first step because they do not ask themselves the proper questions. And again, that's what, why, when, how. So let's look at it. The reason we want to ask in this sequence is because, one, we want to know what we want to accomplish. So let's say my goal of what is I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, great. I want to lose 20 pounds. Now, why is that important, or why do I want to achieve this goal? Let's say that, I'm going on a vacation to the Bahamas, maybe. Let's say that. So I'm going on a vacation to the Bahamas, and I want to lose 20 pounds. So I know my what, and I know my why. Now, I need to figure out my when. When do I need to lose 20 pounds by? Let's say that I'm going to go on my vacation in 4 months. All right, so 4 months, we've now got our what, lose 20 pounds, our why, because I'm going on vacation, my when, in 4 months. Now we get to ask ourselves the how. How do I lose 20 pounds in 4 months to feel good and look great in my swimsuit, in this case, in the Bahamas? Okay, I have 4 months to lose 20 pounds. Now we get to reverse engineer. This is the problem, or this is the mistake that most people make. They do not know the process of reverse engineering the goal and actions that lead to that, right? So imagine this. If I wanted to climb to the top of the stairs and I was at the bottom of the stairs, I would have to tell myself, okay, to get to the top, I'm going to have to take the first step. And after the first step, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, all the way up until I get to the top of these stairs. However, when we look at our goals, we don't look at them as steps. We look at them oftentimes as, here's what I want, how do I figure it out, and how do I get there? So instead, we reverse engineer by the what, why, when, how. Now, once we know the when and the how, or then once we know the when, now we know our time frame. We know our deadlines. So if I have 4 months, it makes the process very open and available. If I want to lose 20 pounds in 4 months, that means I have to average 5 pounds per month. So that means I have to lose about 1.2 pounds per week. So I've reverse engineered it almost all the way back down to the weekly breakdown of how to accomplish my goal. Now, once I'm at that point, I get to now ask myself, what do I need to do, or how will I accomplish this 1.2 pounds per week? Now the process is easy. Now I'm no longer overwhelmed. Now I would just look at it and say, okay, if I need to lose 1.2 pounds per week, how am I going to do that? Instead of thinking I have to lose 20 pounds, I go for the simplest form of success. And the simplest form of success in this case would be to lose 1.2 pounds. Now I don't feel overwhelmed, frustrated, angry, or pissed off at myself when I'm not at 20 pounds in 1 week. All I have to focus on is these micro wins. Think about these micro wins much like if we were playing football and you have the yard markers, right? So if we were reverse engineering our goal and we again said we were losing 20 pounds in four months, we basically have these 20-yard line, 40-yard line, 60-yard line, or sorry, however they are laid out. At this point, we now get to say, okay, are we moving forward? I don't need to lose 20 pounds in a week. I don't need to lose 20 pounds in a month. I need to lose 20 pounds in 4 months. So again, I get to break my goal down into specific, actionable, tangible, trackable meter markers that I get to use, which is now 1.2 pounds per week. 1.2 pounds per week over the course of 4 weeks is 5 pounds. Over the course of 8 weeks is 10 pounds. Over the course of 12 weeks is 15 pounds, and 16 weeks, which is 4 months, is 20 pounds. Now again, I get to use it just like my football analogy where I have my field. I start at the 1 yard line and I'm trying to get to the other 1 yard line. Now each marker, each week of success, each 1.5 pounds is that jump, is that almost first down mark, right? So now we get to say, how do I need to create my own first downs? How do I achieve this first down this week and next week and next week? All I have to focus on really is hitting my first down this week, right? So what you might notice here, guys, is if we were watching a football game, they have an idea of the play that they're going to play 1 or 2 plays ahead. They have their playbook, their coach's book, the player's book with all their plays in it. But they're not looking for what they're going to do in 10 or 11 plays. They're only looking at what they're going to do for the next 1 to 2. And then depending on how that play works, they're going to adjust and make the new play. So if that play worked, let's say it was a run play, if that play worked really well and they see the opportunity to utilize that play again, they will. If they see the opportunity to use another run play, they will. If they realize that that run play was not as successful as they intended, they change to a pass play. So just like with your goals, we use the same kind of process of only looking far enough ahead to achieve the success that we need this week. So again, to have great results in anything across the board, we want to do 4 things. We want to ask ourselves what it is we want. We want to ask ourselves why we want it. We want to ask ourselves, when do we want it by? Because also the deadlines and the time frames change the effect in how we play this game, right? So let's go back to the football analogy. If you had 50 yards to go to score a touchdown to win the game, but you only have 2 seconds on the clock, you have only a couple options. But if you have four full quarters, you're able to play the game for a long amount of time and kind of build these points. Then we don't have to do the same plays. That's why you'll never see a Hail Mary thrown at the beginning or the middle of the game. You'll only see it thrown at the end. So oftentimes you're trying to throw a Hail Mary when all you really need to do is just give the ball off and have it get ran in. So what, why, when, how? Ask yourself those questions revolving around your goals. Once you find the how, or when you find the why, you find the when, you reverse engineer back, you give yourself these first down markers in the sense of football, and then all you need to do is focus on hitting that first down in the time that you have allowed. That's the secret to success, guys. It's not hard, it's not complicated, it's not overwhelming. It's only overwhelming when you try and make it more complicated than it needs to be. What do I want? Why do I want it? When do I want it by? How am I going to accomplish it? Then focusing only on the next 1 to 3 plays and only focusing on trying to hit that mini target or mini goal, and then continuing to build success, continuing to build wins, continuing to build first downs until you score and you win your game, which is called you achieving your goals. So that's the what, why, when process. What, why, when, how process to achieving your goals quickly, effectively, and efficiently without overwhelm, frustration, complication, or just feeling like you have no idea, because the truth is, you do. If you want some help with your goals, achieving your goals, figuring out the process, plan, and strategies to get them fast, effective, and efficient, all while saving yourself time, saving yourself overwhelm, and just getting the straightest line of success or path from where you are to where you want to go, click the link above. Let's have a conversation, see how we can work together to take you from where you are to where you want to go, or take you to the next level in what you want to achieve with your goals, your fitness, your health, and everything else.